Hello, hello, hello. It's a brand new day, and this is our morning connection. How you doing this morning? I am Skip Cour. I'm so glad you're here for our daily exercise, right? Mental toughness conditioning, our daily ritual, our daily check-in habit, discipline, right? You and me getting together every single day at the beginning of our day or at a designated scheduled part of the day. I'm so glad you're making me part of your day. I'm so glad to be part of your day. Again, this habit that we're doing, just two men, a little bit older, going through this journey of life, comparing notes, giving you some things to think about. These are things I think about all the time. I talk to men just like you on the phone all day long, all week long. It's my passion. It's my superpower to give you more objectivity and perspective for whatever reason, whatever crazy storm that has gone in my mind over the years. I was just obsessed with, how can I be even better at what I do, right? How can I be happy? How can I experience more? Driven to be more personal development, something I've been obsessed with since I was dragged to a Zig Ziglar seminar at 21 years old. And it's just put me on a journey, learning so much, studying all the little audio cassettes back in those clamshell packages. If you're a little bit older, you know what I'm talking about, to the seminars, to the one-on-one coaching, and now to what I have to step up and share with you. Makes me think every single day, how I lead my family, how I talk to men all the time. So much conversation. Anytime you just focus on something for an extended period of time, you're going to get better and better at it. Sometimes you don't realize it. I want to talk about that during today's morning connection. When you come on to this live broadcast, make sure that you say hello. If you're watching the replay version, that's great too. You notice that I'll comment, I'll say good morning to you, good afternoon, good evening. Anytime you comment, whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, whether you got here through LinkedIn. I love you guys on LinkedIn, building that following, that tribe, the community over there. Kind of new to LinkedIn, so I'm glad to have you gentlemen from LinkedIn. So again, it doesn't matter if you're from Instagram. A little bit later this morning, I'm going to Instagram to let them know about what we do here every single day with this morning connection, right? So post your comments, your questions, your suggestions. Direct message me, send me an email if you want to keep it private and share your thoughts. I love your feedback. In today's morning connection, I want to talk about how to be more confident. How to be more confident. Who doesn't want to be more confident? And can you ever be confident enough? Right? It's a topic I love to talk about because it's a question I ask myself, maybe not directly. How can I be more confident? Depending on what stage you're at. Most of the guys who I come in contact with, who I help, who I coach, a certain level of success, maybe that word or that phrase, that question, how do I become more confident, isn't maybe on the forefront of the mind that way, but it's how do I do more, and confidence plays a big part. And I think you know that. So I have a very simple strategy on how to become more confident. And when I say simple, by no means do I say I want to give you the impression that it's just easy to be confident. Right? If you're challenging yourself, you go into unknown territory, whatever that is, in whatever facet of life. I mean, you're not going to be. It's not going to be easy, right? That's what makes it so rewarding. So the strategy, the frame of how to be more confident, I really believe it's simple, but I know it's not easy and it's challenging, and that's the way it should be for the best things in life. All right. So I want to acknowledge you for being here. Love you guys. Join my live. I love this opportunity that we have to say good morning every morning when you join me. And again, post your comments even if you're on a replay version. I always want to acknowledge you for being here. All right. Larby, good to have you here. Pete, good morning to you, sir. Kenny, and Kenny, good to have you here. Good morning to you, sir. All right, guys. So thankful for the loves, the likes, the shares too, along with your comments. Again, we're building this tribe here every single morning. Just like exercise, right? Mental toughness conditioning. This is what Morning Connection is all about. And again, I'm so glad you're here. So last night, had Little League baseball practice, the first year of Little League Baseball for my son, Jace, who is a little over 4, and my daughter, Brooklyn, who is 5.5. So it's the first Continental Little League organization, T-ball, and having just a ball with it. The season just starting our first game is this week, and so we've been having practices, all right, and just a very kind of, because again, I'm obsessed with this whole mindset stuff. So my son was out there playing shortstop yesterday, and he was running around getting grounders, and the funny thing about it, he's a really determined young boy. At the same time, he gets frustrated if he doesn't win, and he's very creative on always making sure that he wins. And not sure where that comes from at 4 years old, but it's something that we want to encourage, and something at the same time we want to kind of curb. But I wasn't getting the whole ground ball concept the first couple times doing it. I was getting a little frustrated. This was in weeks past, and so I really worked on them this week. There's something that I do with my kids, 6 nights a week, and we all do these little sports activities. That's pretty much how I wrap up my day with them. Then they take their baths, we go to bed. We got these rituals. Very important for me. Of all the stuff that I'm sharing with you, all these things I've been obsessed with for over 30 years, got to share it with my kids, and I want to do it on a very consistent basis, very early in their life. And I've shared some things that we do every single day. But that sports is one thing, just building confidence, building the coordination, just connection time with their dad a little bit on a very consistent basis, 6 days a week. We just don't do it on the day where they have organized sport, give them a little break. But it was just so cool because he was out there, again, just a little guy, 4 years old, and he just screamed out, "Hey, I'm pretty good at this," right? And I'm thinking, I see my wife, she was kind of helping out the players on the other side of the field, and I just looked at her, and we just kind of looked at each other and laughed. I thought that was so cool. Hey, I'm pretty good at this, right? Confidence, right? Who can't use more confidence? No matter what you've accomplished in the past, we all want to get to the next level. We want to all go to a place we've never gone before. And if we were so certain, we probably would have done a long time ago. We all need more confidence, something that we can continually grow. We can never set it and forget it because we're always shooting for that higher level, all right? My simple formula to how to be more confident is to do things that impress you, to do things that impress you. It doesn't matter. How many times have people have told you how great you are at something, and you're thinking, yeah, I'm pretty good. I put some thought and effort into it. But you don't necessarily feel that way, right? Or there's things that maybe you're impressed with that other people, they don't seem such a big deal. And you think, did he hear what I said? Did he hear what I accomplished? They're not impressed. Confidence cannot be something that's outward, that you compare yourself to other people, what other people might see. And if you try to get your sense of worth or confidence from other people, I think by this age, you know that you're going to have a real challenge. But what can you do every single day that's going to impress the hell out of you? Confidence is when you do things that impress the hell out of you. And that kind of, right, not just get yourself from doing things that are lazy. What would impress you? I mean, you really take a big swing at the plate. You really go for it. I use that analogy of the kids, throwing the rings, over the stake in a little yard game in one of my earlier morning connection about it shows their self-esteem. Do they just go in a little distance so they can make it? Do they get at just so far of a distance that, wow, if I miss this, so far away, right? A built-in excuse, right? Or do they get that challenging distance that impresses them, right? That's what we're doing every single day when we're going forward with the life that we want, the experiences that we want, or the goals that we're picking. Is it doing something that's going to really impress us? And sometimes that we don't necessarily realize that we're doing something impressive until we see it in the rearview mirror. When we see something that we accomplish and we've had some time and distance, and then we look at it. I can think of so many situations where I've looked at maybe books or chapters that I produced a long time ago, and I kind of look at it now and I go, wow, Man, that's impressive, right? In the moment, I know that I know me. I know I put my heart and soul into it, but I don't think I appreciated it to the level that I did now. And that's good, I guess, keeps you driving, but it's a shame when you do things, you really put your effort in, and you don't get the confidence from them. A lot of times with guys, with fitness, they take, pictures and evaluate it. And it's one of those things, you work so hard, you take a picture, and you look at it, and then you go, I thought I was a lot better than that. But when you see it from a distance, like 3 months later, you think, hey, why was I so stressed out? I look great, and I even got better. Right? Perspective. You guide it with the questions that you ask yourself every single day. One thing we talk about is what's one thing that you can do that's going to get you ahead. Another good way to ask that question is, what can I do today that's going to impress the hell out of me? And then you follow it up at night. Right? That's one of the questions that I direct my kids, all these questions, right? And to incorporate it, what did you do today that impressed you? Right? Understanding that it's not what other people think from a strong age, giving that sense of self-confidence that the focus is on what they do, what they produce, how they stretch themselves, right? It's very simple. Maybe as an exercise, sometimes when, I feel as though, I got to reset because, we go through these journeys and we're not good at things right from the beginning. I don't have to tell you that, right? We struggle. We finally get it. We get it better. Sometimes you just need to reset, kind of just wipe your mind, just shake your body off and say, forget about who you were before when you were going through the grind, when you had no skills, and then you start developing the skills. And where you are today, all the things that you've accomplished, all the things you stepped up and impressed yourself along the way, because that's who you are now. Give you that sense of confidence, what you did to impress yourself as you move forward to tackle those higher and higher goals, right? So again, I believe it's a very simple formula. Maybe some of the best things in life are a lot more simple than we make them out to be, right? But when I say simple, it's not easy, right? We got to challenge ourselves every single day. What are you going to do today that's going to impress the hell out of you? Build that sense of confidence, you versus you. And then tonight, as you go to bed, just ask yourself a question. Get in the habit of asking yourself, what did I do today that impressed the hell out of me? It's how confidence, that's how that's how you build it. That's how it grows. And it's that perspective and objectivity by the questions that you ask yourself. What are you going to do today that's going to impress the hell out of you? That's how to be more confident. Pretty simple, huh? Now let's do it, right? Now we got to do all that, Steve. And that's when we go on the journey, the personal development journey. Why aren't we doing it? Why are we stopping ourselves? Why don't we appreciate our full power, right? What's holding me back? What would it feel like to really get going? I mean, that's where the journey begins, and that's the great fun of life. Hey, I want to make sure if you want to become your best both inside and outside of the gym, got to talk about it. I'm so excited about my 12-week fitness transformation journey that's specifically designed for older men. 12 weeks, 3 hours of one-on-one time with me, right before we go on to the 12-week journey with other like-minded men. All right, 12-week fitness transformation journey when you sign up now. It starts next month, so it's just a matter of weeks. At this point, you get bonus time with me. We can work on some of this stuff outside the gym. Build your sense of self-confidence with those goals that you set up that are going to impress the heck out of you. All right, so hey, remember when you're a little bit older, we got to really seize the day with a sense of urgency. We're not young, so young in the fact that we think that if we're just a good person, if we just have the best intentions, everything is going to work out. By this time, we know we've got to seize our opportunities. We got to take care of our fitness, our bodies, work out, eat right. We got to produce at work. We got to start that business finally, or take it to that next level, get that promotion, whatever it is for you. We got to love, hug, connect, make our mark. Really lean into whatever it is you want to make your mark on this world while you can. Got more time behind us than in front of us. We got to take on that day with a sense of urgency. Remember, your biggest challenge, even getting more self-confidence, it's just a pattern. Maybe this pattern of doing things, of asking yourself, what are you going to do today to impress the hell out of yourself? And then at the end of the day, what did I do today that impressed me today? Building self-confidence. Everything runs in patterns, even building self-confidence. Your biggest challenge, it's just a pattern. Some are more complex than others. If you've seen another man, flesh and blood, just like you, do it, he's just figured out the pattern, you can too. All right? Expect the best from yourself. Expect the best from your efforts and expect the best from other people. They're going to get you. You are forced to be reckoned with. All right? So have a great day.